Okay, so when we get arthritis, arthritis is inflammation of the joints. Itis is inflammation. And so when these joints get inflamed, they get kind of thick with joint fluid and that kind of thing. When we do any kind of compressive exercise, what we're doing is we squeeze those muscles and all of the joints. And then when we let go, kind of like when your foot is asleep from being underneath you, and then all of a sudden it gets all the blood flow back in it when you stand up, and then you get tingling. That tingling is the flushing of the synovial fluid, the joint fluid, coming back in and flushing those joints. Now, a lot of crystallization in the case of gout, a lot of just inflammation and stuck fluid happens in arthritis. So if you can do compression and release of the joints, especially in the hands, it can help with some of those symptoms, to help to compress and release and move the joints through the range of motion. Because think about it, here you are on the bike all day and you're just holding in one position. You're holding like these claws, right? Or you're reaching out, right? So you're braking, you're doing whatever, but you're doing a lot of this and a lot of holding tightly, gripping those handlebars, steering, right? Lots of holding like this, not a lot of stretching. So an easy thing that you can do is just take your hands through a 4-part motion, okay? So put your hands up in front of you, palms facing each other, and then we're just gonna take all the fingers and we're gonna drop them down so that they're kind of 90 degrees perpendicular, okay? So that's the first motion, is down, and then we make claw, so kind of make a claw with your hands, and then stretch them out really wide. So stretching out through all the fingers, really wide as you can, and then down into a fist and hold that fist. And then let go and shake them out. And then do it again. So hands facing each other, fingers down, claw, wide, and then fists, okay? So that's just some basic compressive exercises for the hands that can really help to move things through. So with arthritis, they say that motion is lotion, and that's why. We don't want the joints to get stuck. We don't want to not use them. The more they hurt, the more inflamed they are, the more we don't want to use them. But we need to at least gently take them through all of their ranges of motion and use all the joints, okay? Another thing that you can do is fingertip touches, right? So with your thumb, you want to touch your pinky, your ring finger, your pointer, your middle finger, and then your pointer. And then go the other way. So it's kind of like playing the piano with your fingers, just touching all of them in succession. You can do this at a stoplight. You can do this anytime, really. And then you can actually do piano fingers. So holding your hands out in front of you, starting with the pinky, you can bring your pinky down, and then your ring finger down, middle finger down, pointer down, thumb down, right? And so just doing some intentional targeted mobility with the hands can help. And then when you're done with a set, you shake them out. So just a little bit of hand and wrist maintenance for you, and hopefully this has been helpful.